Our first toolkit entry in Chapter 2 is called Angle Relationships, and we're going to start off with this toolkit entry in which we're going to actually define three different angle types. The first one is called complementary, and that's two angles whose sum is 90 degrees. So these two angles add up to be 90 degrees. The second one is called supplementary, and that's two angles whose sum is 180 degrees. And then finally we have congruent, and that means two angles that have the same measure. So please write these down in your toolkit, and now I will show you how these might be used. So first off, let's say we have this little picture right here, and we have basically here, if you look at the picture, you have a right angle that shows it's a right angle, and that these two angles make up that right angle. So if it's a right angle, that means it's going to be complementary. It's going to mean these two angles whose sum is 90 degrees. So what we can do in this case here is we can write 3x minus 9, because that's our first angle right here, plus the other angle, which is 2x plus 5, must equal 90 degrees. So what we can do here is we can come up with an equation of 3x minus 9 plus 2x plus 5 equals 90. And then all we need to do is solve this. So 3x plus 2x is 5x. Positive 5 and a negative 9 would make negative 4. That would equal 90. We're going to go ahead now, and we're going to go ahead and add 4 to both sides. So when we add 4 to both sides, we get 5x equals 94. Therefore, x will equal either 94 over 5, and you can leave it like that, or if you want to go into a decimal form, it would be 18.8. Alrighty, so next up, we have this picture right here. And if you look at this picture, what it's telling you is simply this. Got one big angle here, we got two smaller angles, and it says right here this angle and this angle are congruent. They are the same. So if they're the same, it means that they have the same measure. So we can say that angle 1, which is 4x minus 11, so I'm going to write 4x minus 11, must equal the other angle, which is 2x plus 5. So in this case here, to solve this, we're going to go ahead and subtract 2x from both sides. I'm going to go ahead and add 11 to both sides. So we get, when we simplify both sides, this becomes 2x. 5 plus 11 would be 16. Therefore, x equals 16 divided by 2, which is 8. So there's your answer there. And in the last example here, we've got a figure. We've got one angle is 4x plus 6 degrees. Another angle is 6x minus 2. In this case here, it's obviously that these two angles do not add up to be 90 degrees. We don't see the 90 degree symbol like we do over here. But what we do see is, if this is one angle and this is the other angle, these make 180 degrees, or half a circle. So what we can do here is we can say the first angle, which is 4x plus 6, plus the second angle, which is 6x minus 2, must equal 180. So these two angles right here are supplementary. Now we're going to go ahead and simplify. When we do that, we get 4x plus 6x. That would be 10x. 6 minus 2 is a 4, positive 4, equals 180. We're going to go ahead and subtract 4 on both sides. So in this case now we get 10x equals 176. And then when we go ahead and divide by 10, x equals 176 divided by 10, and that equals 17.6. So there you go.